happy Sunday. Thank you for joining us today. We love you and we miss you. For those of you who attended Gateway Mini Golf last Wednesday, thank you so much. We had an amazing time, and we hope to continue to do Gateway game nights in person Thursday, November 19th. We will be having Gateway Youth Friendsgiving. That's right, Friendsgiving. Now this year is going to look a little bit different. We won't be potluck styling it. We will be doing everything according to health regulations, but there will be food, there will be a short message, and we will be having a worship night. That's right, worship night for Gateway Youth here at Gateway City Church on Thursday, November 19th at 7 p.m. Be sure to dress warm, bring cozy clothes, sweats, jackets, blankets, whatever you think that you're going to need, and come to worship Jesus, have fun, and get some food.
Hey Gateway Youth, hope you are having a great Sunday. This week we are going to be continuing to follow Abram's journey. If you didn't see last week's Sunday message, I would definitely check it out. Mark and his cute puppy Peanut shared on the story of Abram and his nephew Lot. Today, if you want to follow along, we will be reading through Genesis chapter 15, 16, and 17. We already know that God has chosen Abram to make him and his descendants into a great nation. God has been continually promising Abram blessings for his future. In chapter 15, Abram comes to God with his worries. He tells God, "I have no children, so who will inherit my land?" God meets Abram right where he is at and encourages him with a promise. He does not want Abram to worry, but instead to trust. So God takes Abram outside and says, "Look up at the sky and count the stars. If indeed you can count them, so shall your offspring be." These words were a promise, a covenant to Abram. So Abram believed and trusted God. With time, Abram's wife, Sarai, who still hadn't had a baby, was getting impatient. She thought it would be a good idea if Abram tried instead to have a baby with her servant Hagar. Abram agreed, and so Hagar became pregnant. Tension grew between Sarai and Hagar to the point in which Hagar actually ran away. In her distress, an angel of the Lord came to Hagar and told her to return to Sarai. The angel of the Lord encourages Hagar, saying that the Lord has heard her cries of distress, and he says she will name the child Ishmael, which means God has heard. And to the Lord, Hagar says, "You are the God who sees me. I have now seen the one who sees me." So Hagar did return to Sarai and Abram. She then had a son and named him Ishmael. When Ishmael was 13 years old, the Lord came to Abram and established his covenant with him. The Lord said, "No longer will you be called Abram. Your name will be called Abraham, for I have made you a father of many nations. I will make you very fruitful. I will make nations of you, and kings will come from you. I will establish my covenant as an everlasting covenant between me and you and your descendants after you for generations to come, to be your God and the God of your descendants after you." And as a physical sign of the covenant between God and Abraham's family, every male had to be circumcised. Sarai was to be called Sarah, and God also promised that she would still have a son and be the mother of nations. Her son will be called Isaac, and the covenant established will be through him and his descendants. Even more so, God also promised to bless Abraham's son Ishmael. Abraham is far, far from perfect. He didn't trust in God when he decided to have a son through Hagar. But even still, God wanted to keep his promise to Abraham, and God established a covenant with Abraham. God is going to bless Abraham with a son, and bless his son Ishmael too. Even though we make bad choices, God chooses to bless us. God keeps his promises to us because God is faithful. Love you, Gateway Youth. Hope you learned something new today. Make sure to tune into next week's Sunday message. Have a great day.
We love you guys. Have a wonderful week.